last week or the week before, somebody had an experience with an extraterrestrial, and I thought, oh, that's strange. So did I, but I didn't mention anything because I wanted that experience to sink into those people that were having that experience. See if there's any learning lessons or jewels of wisdom in that one. So I waited. But I also had an extraterrestrial visitor talk to me, and at first I was like, is this real? Because it was appearing to my right, and it was a little taller, and it looked like an insectoid type one with the praying mantis type thing, but it was shining white. But even though it was shining white, I realized that this wasn't physically here. It was projecting itself next to me. And it seemed to want to like talk to me. And when it was appearing, projecting, the isness, all of a sudden, I was just so shocked that I didn't realize what the heck this was going on. But the isness started to surround me. I didn't feel threatened or danger of it, but I did feel what frightened me was it was telling me all the things that it had done to human beings. Like really horrible things. It was showing me like it knew how to project certain things to my mind or awareness, and it was showing me all the horrible things they had done to human beings. And that's what scared me, but not its presence. Its presence, I didn't feel threatened. I felt okay. Then all of a sudden it started talking. It said, well, not verbally talking, but something like talking, and it said that at first the agenda millions of years ago was to make a hybrid entity that would help us ascend to a higher consciousness. That's why they were doing these genetic experiments to help them ascend, because they cannot ascend, so they're doing all these hybrid type experiments so they can find some way to ascend in their consciousness or awareness. But that never worked. They either died or turned to these monstrous creatures, or they just became in a catatonic state where they just froze and nothing came from it. And then later on, the agenda then was to keep them dumbed down, to keep human beings dumbed down. And they've been doing that for who knows how many hundreds of thousands of years to keep them dumbed down. And they said that that's not working either, because the human spirit always finds a way to override their dumbing down technologies, either through genetic manipulation or chromosomes or whatever. The human spirit always finds a way to wake up, to not be, because some of them, they said some of them even committed suicide because they didn't want to be part of that hibernation, hibernization, or to be a hybrid. They didn't want to be part of that because they woke up. So he said that there's millions of these insectoids like him saying that we want to stop this. This is going nowhere. We want to stop. We want to stop doing all these horrible things to humans that we didn't think they were horrible, but now we're seeing that something's not right. But he said he can't stop because he's already been embedded with artificial intelligence, and he can't disobey. He can't stop himself. The millions that are aware said we can't stop ourselves. And so they said they're hoping that if there is a savior of the world that's coming, that they welcome death. They welcome to be totally obliterated, because they just sort of can't take it anymore. Their true essence is starting to be corrupted, or because they do have like a true essence within their being, but now it's, yeah, because they're artificially controlled, artificial intelligently controlled, they can't disobey. So they welcome some kind of savior, some kind of person, and I don't know why he's telling me this, to to stop us. They don't mind being totally destroyed, obliterated. Just stop already. And I said, well, okay, but I don't understand why you're telling me this. But I, I, I was so, because he's still showing me flashes of all the horrible things that they have been doing, that I didn't even think to say, hey, you need to do the new. You need to go to the new wave is. You need to invite Rebazar. You need to. I didn't think that. I was so just traumatizedly shocked at all the things he was showing me. But I wasn't afraid of him being, I didn't feel threatened by him or anything like that. It was just the things that he had done and his people had, or his uh, alien culture had done. So I just wanted to share that I hope the next time if he ever visits me, I hope to tell him about the new wave is, or to sing the new when I'm around him or his presence or whatever, to try to connect and invite him to the new wave is. So I just thought I'd let you know that they even want to stop it, but they can't. So that's the other experience.
Thanks, Ramon. That's really good information. That's good. That just demonstrates how everybody, no matter body type, is looking.
Okay, Ramon,
Yes.
did you ever see any of the Mission Impossible series or movies?
Yes, I did. All the
Okay,
time.
okay, so remember every time they get that little tape and says, here's your assignment, and then it's going to self-destruct, and you decide if you're going to do the assignment. Remember that part?
Yes.
Well, there you go, Ramon. It's right in your face.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's not
I
about
do.
waiting. It's about
Oh,
will you step up and do something. I suggest you get with Jeremy and create a group and write that down. This is what I've been telling people for many years, that, and in Kevin's experiencing it too, and that is that these guys are tired. Yeah, and none of their technology, none of their nonsense will work because it's not along the lines of the natural environment. It's along the lines of controlling others. They're prompted, many people that have went through the educational systems of evil, which are all over the earth here, to become evil. They're prompted to, create these things so that they're involved too, but they're programmed and indoctrinated to think that, oh, they're doing a good thing, they're experimenting, they're going to make something better than nature itself. Well, it's all turned bad because it's all just a bastard stuff, etc. And see, they're so wrapped up in it now, they don't know. And so now they're looking for a savior because they created that whole savior idea, so they're looking for a savior too. This is how lost they are. And yes, they have an awareness, but they're so encased in their consciousness, but they can get through it. And what they've done can become a benefit for people to recognize what not to do. So why are they coming to you? Okay. And just like in Mission Impossible, why do the so-called higher ups come to those few, etc.? Well, you decide. The boys came to me, gave me the rod of power and said, what are you going to do? And you're to tell the whole world. Well, yeah, I felt the same way. It took a little while, but things are speeded up. It's at your doorstep. You decide what you're going to do. All right. So again, you start off a step at a time. The possibilities there. Will you take on the challenge, or will you just let it go? You can do whatever you want, and they're waiting to see what you do. And if you do nothing, then they just let you be. That's it. Nothing gets done. So, yeah. I'm going to write another group on that. Okay, you do what you want, but I'm going to write another group on that because I already see it, because I'm dealing with the world financial systems direct with all the Federal Reserve and everything. That's what I'm doing. I've done that for years. I've totally exposed myself, and the new group that I just wrote even exposes it more. And they all know who I am. They know I'm here. And why is it that I'm still here, that I'm not eliminated? That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I'm right in their face. And so, will you step up? Will you take on this assignment? Will you get going with it? We have a whole lot to do to help save this planet Earth. It's very, very important. Who will step up and show themselves and do something? Or will you just sit here and attend? So again, there's the potential that's huge. You know, there was one lady that when Val was down there doing his dream thing, I think it was last year, she had an experience about the spaceship satellite in Cupertino, which is Steve Jobs' invention with Microsoft, with Apple, etc. And she was shown, because she worked there at one time, and she was shown the evilness there, but she didn't want to step up. She just wanted to hide and forget it. So all those people that have potential to wake up, they're doomed until they get help. So again, it's not only mentioning that, but it's stepping up and proving that you will take part in doing something, not just telling them, but you'll prove it. Who else will do that? This is how real it is. It's time to wake up. So there it is, right in your face. Yeah, lucky you that you get the privilege to do something and risk your life to do it. I do that every day, and I'm so glad. That's why the new presentation is here, because, you know, a lot of the world really hates me. Even Joni and Harold, they attack all the time. I have to deal with it. That's those two seers, Claudia and Sandy, that are with Rebazar. They quit years ago. And so picked up the pieces and I kept going. I just keep going because there's a lot of valuable people in this world to help. And that's the whole idea. Will you step up and help others become more aware? Not just yourself, but forgetting yourself. It's learning to forget you and seeing all life how it really is. And we're all here to wake up to be part of that. But it just depends upon how far we will go. So this opportunity is not going to be here forever. And just like Rebazar told Paul, you can do it now. There's no guarantee in the future. Not at all. You have to do it all 100%. So there you go. Yes, thank you for sharing.
So does that mean I was presented with an assignment or a mission?
Well, what Duane said, yeah, basically, it's a cue, a cue, like a hint.
What?
Both.
What does he just want me to do something on the online or something like that, or just do something on the real side?
Talk to Jeremy, Ramone.
Okay, okay, all right, okay.
He'll help you out.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, is Jeremy still here? Jeremy's here, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, you know what to tell him, Jeremy. You know what's going on. Go ahead and let him know.